Ladies and gentlemen, the first man to build 21-inch biceps, drug-free.
My friends, I got a video. Jason sent me a video, my friend, and on that video, he talked about Fletcher. Now, let me tell you something, my friend. I don't have a channel because I didn't start this to make money or to influence. I started, what got me into this was Jason. Jason said, why don't you do some videos? I have a channel. I don't have a channel. I'm not out here to make money. And let me tell you something, my friends. I'm not a phony. Now, here is a man, I don't know how old he is, but he's a lot younger than me, Fletcher. And he's sitting there comparing me, a man that started training over 70 years ago. I'm old enough probably to be his grandfather. And he has the unmitigated gall to compare me to him. I'm not training. I'm not competing. What I'm doing, my friends, and I talk to you all as my friends, is I want to impart to you what I've gone through. I want to help you to help yourself, but I want to do it long-term and scientifically. I'm not in here to play games. Fletcher and I are as different as gasoline and a fire. We're just different. He comes from a school that would give me a shudders. When I was training, the word motherfucker, but it was out of the question. We never used a word like that. It was completely unnecessarily. On what purpose does that word have in bodybuilding? It has no purpose. But it's a new clientele out there, my friend. New generation growing up. And yesterday is old. But what I'm giving you, my friends, is solid knowledge based on over 70 years of training, dissecting, speaking to the champions. I know almost all the champions. I'm not into the day's crop so much because it's loaded with steroids. It's loaded with the stuff that makes me, it sickens me in a sense. But this is the way it is today. It's not Fletcher himself. He's sitting there like he's Mr. King Kong. I'm against everybody that are using steroids and purporting it to be the answer. It isn't. Steroids are not the answer to anything except premature destruction. Now here I am, instead of him looking at me, that I'm able to impart upon you knowledge that's going to help you to live longer and healthier and not demise before your time. And he's talking about the old man with his t-shirt up to his skin, all kinds of immaterial things. The one thing I remember about him, frankly, I never heard of him. Somebody is, I don't know, not too long ago, I can't remember how long ago, it was a little while back. So you heard this guy Fletcher? I said, who the hell is Fletcher? And then he told me, and I put on his channel, and I saw the word motherfucker, fucker. It went through me. And then, let me tell you, man, I'm no Chad. It's totally unnecessary. What is the purpose? Are you there to teach or to aggrandize yourself? I made my mark. 50 years from now, he won't be here, and neither would I. My name is in the Hall of Fame. First man in the world, developed 21-inch arm. Would you find his name there? Yeah, he's put me, I'm not putting him down. What does he think, he's special? He has a clientele, and a nice clientele. There are people that go for what he says. I'm not knocking that. That's the way it goes. But there's no amount of money that will allow me to say what he says on TV. No amount of money would get me to do that. You see? So the point is what I'm trying to explain to you is simply this. He is focusing on him. I'm on every single guy. It breaks my heart, my friends. It breaks my heart. I lay in the bed and I think of all the good bodybuilding friends I had, how we enjoyed, and they're all gone, they're dead. All with all kinds of conditions. And you know, he has the same conditions that these bodybuilders that take a lot of drugs have. Your organs go down on you. They were never prescribed to be used as bodybuilders are using it. See, Joe Weider wanted to ban drugs. Then he realized if he banned drugs, there'd be no audience. Because that's what people come to see, the freaky guys. So if he banned it, we know the average guy, the average person, they buy Men's World and they buy magazines that they can relate to. They can't relate to these freaks. And they're actually freaks. I don't relate to them. And I talk against it, not for the older fellas, they know better. It's for the young. The young. I was young. I would have ate horse shit at one time if they said it built muscles. I know that feeling, but it was nothing to eat. There was no such thing as what they have today. And I'll tell you, I'm not sitting here moralizing, because I'm telling you, my friends, if steroids were, if I didn't get my ankle shredded, I wouldn't be talking to you today, because I would have overdosed. I was obsessed with building my body. So the point simply is, I didn't have the steroid, and my arm got bigger after I got hurt. It wasn't 21 before I got hurt, 21 after I got hurt. Because I focused upon my upper body. I did some legs, but nothing I couldn't, couldn't compete. The legs couldn't develop because my ankle was severed, put together with pins and steel rods. That's how tall the whole leg was. You go to my website, LeroyColbert.com, the whole story is there. I had a beautiful bodybuilding. Here's my life. I was 55 years in business. I had 8 health food stores in my 55 years. I don't remember those stores. One store, gold was good, went to the next one. But bodybuilding is my life. I love it. And I hate to see what's going on today. Be honest. Who are you fooling? The older guys know damn well you're using drugs. It's the young fellas that bother me. You have no idea how many young fellas have demised prematurely, never made a name for themselves from overdosing on steroids. You'd be shocked. They're not going to put in the paper. They don't listen to that news. It destroys you. You come apart before your time. Now I'm no prophet at anything, but I bet you my last dollar you won't find a C.T. Fletcher talking to you at 80 years old, 81 years old. I can guarantee you that. His body's already gone. It's already gone. He's clamoring. When your body goes at that age, what is it telling you? What do you train for? What annoys me with him, he's making it personal. Like, I have nothing better to do than get involved with C.T. Fletcher. As I said before, any man that builds a body I admire, in a sense, he's got to work for it. You got to work to build your body. You're not going to build a body sitting around thinking about it. You got to work to build that body. Now he's showing his arm and all that. Hey, I don't respect those arms because they weren't natural. If you go to my website and you look, bodybuilders of my era, before and after me, and you'll see the difference in the muscle texture. I can tell who's using drugs. I don't have to ask you. I can tell. Look at my body. 21-inch arms, but look, there's no ridges and veins and things like that because the steroids produce that. And for him to make this like he's Mr. King Kong and I'm Mr. Nobody, and I got nothing better to do than to concentrate on him. I'm not concentrating on CT. Seems like a nice guy. I just say to myself, what world is he attracting that they want to listen to that shit? I mean, I put on something on YouTube to see how to build a muscle. Would you please tell me what motherfuckers got to do with it? What does it got to do with it? Where does it fit in? That's his bag. I'm here for one reason, my friends, and that's to give you over 70 years of bodybuilding experience. All the great champions I knew, all of them. And it breaks my heart when I realize a lot of them so much younger than me are glad they're dead. Their hearts mainly, the brain, the bodies come apart. We were not designed, my friends, to be used the way bodybuilders are using it. And we're the only ones that are allowed to use it. They don't test bodybuilders. And consequently, these fellas are taking advantage of it. This is the way the world goes. I'm not knocking that, but I knock everybody that uses these drugs and try to pretend they don't use it. See, that's why Arnold and I have been friends. First time I met Arnold, he was excited to meet me. We've been friends, oh boy, close to 50, almost for 40 or more years. And the point, what I like about him, at least he was a man enough to admit that he took the drugs. These guys sitting here trying to play the game that they don't use the drug. I mean, who are they fooling themselves? They're fooling 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, because I went through all that, my friends. I remember I went through the era where when you're in your teens, in your late teens and early teens, you feel omnipotent. I thought I was going to conquer the world, be Mr. Universe. But nature didn't allow it. And nature saved my life. When I first got hurt, I said to myself, this is the end of my life. What am I do? Then I got my program together psychologically. And I said, well, I'll just train my upper body. Competing competition is over. And I start training my upper body, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But CT get his program together. Him and I are in as different a class. You can't get far apart in him and I. There's only one thing he has in common with me is bodybuilding. And his face is black and mine is black. That's all we have in common. But when it comes to bodybuilding, and he said, I never met, I don't have to meet you. A lot of people are like, I don't like what you're selling. You're selling death. Premature death. That's what you're selling. And I'm not going to my grave promoting it or making it or justifying it. And anytime I get a call from some guy telling me so-and-so pushing drugs, I'm going to answer to it. But I want CT to know one thing. Don't get all excited about Leroy. I got nothing better to do. At my ripe old age, I'm getting up there, buddy. And you know what? I'm so thankful to divine providence. I'm thankful that I was allowed to live this long and still be able to talk to you and relate to you, because I'm still watching. I don't follow the present bodybuilding. I mean, I know they're using all kinds of drugs and juices and things. I don't follow that stuff because that's beyond health. You know, I'm into nutrition. I'm fascinated by the science of nutrition and how nutrition works. But don't, the CG, don't get excited about Leroy and nothing against you. You're a fine gentleman, you're doing your thing, you're making money. But you and I are in two different schools. And then for your education, I don't have a channel. It's Jason's channel. And if Jason didn't promote me, if Jason didn't say, Leroy, let me make some videos with you, I never have any on video. YouTube. Because I wasn't interested. All I want to do is help. That's all I want to do. I don't want to play games. I want to do, I'm here to help. So, CJ, relax yourself. I have nothing against you. The only thing against you is yourself. You will never be in the Hall of Fame, I can guarantee you that. In the Hall of Fame, first man, and you know what makes me feel good, my friends? I'm 0 for 80 and I can sit back, and you know something? Tomorrow was made for something. I drop dead after I finish this. But none of my friends have made the age I've made. I'm unique in bodybuilding. Think about it. There's nobody on YouTube that had the experience that I've had in bodybuilding and able to talk to you about it. Nobody. Remember that. So all these guys out there running their mouths and getting their little clientele together and thinking that it'll catch me out, I'm the top of the game for them. And you see another thing, people rather laugh than think. On my channel, I got the thinking channel. I make you think. And I'm not just into bodybuilding. I'm versatile. So to be, continue, and TJ, something. You know what, to tell you the truth? I wasn't even going to make this video. I said, how the hell with Steve? What do I care about him? But then I said, let me just let people know and get a background of who I am. I'm dedicated to you, not to me. My dedication is to what I can do to help you, not Leroy. Leroy is material at this stage of my life. And it makes me laugh. 80-year-old man. Let me see him make 80. I wish I could. It was such a thing as heaven. So I watch him make 80. At the rate he's going, he ain't gonna make it. Well, that's what I have to say to you, CJ. And that's what I got to say to you. Let it dig in. Instead of looking for all this petty stuff, oh, you don't know me. Of course, why I gotta know you? I see you. You on the damn YouTube. What I don't know about that? Oh, past that. Well, my friends, that's my thing. That's my answer. Digest it. Don't, and you know people hate to think. Thinking is so painful. But digest it. Let it get down. Understand it. Understand what I'm saying. Let it get down and understand where I'm coming from. I'm coming to help you, and I have the background to show that I have the credentials to help you. To be continued.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here.